Awesome. Awesome. Awesome.
I'm the same.
Ah, sex in the city.
Don't say that on stream chat.
There
Thank you.
can be no sex in the city, right? That's inappropriate.
That's in a pro.
Have you ever been to a city?
No.
There's
I've
like
never seen any sex in one.
I don't think sex has ever happened in a city.
I don't think there's ever been sex. I think that's just a lie propagated by
It's new.
Western media.
Yeah, it's like Santa Claus.
What?
Like it's not actually a real thing.
What are you talking about?
What the fuck are you? Get the fuck.
Guys,
Sorry, guys.
we have a Santa denier.
Oh, I
on the
just
call
forgot.
right now.
I forgot I don't have lines, so you guys can't hear. I said shut the. There we go. And then one more time. Okay, I just needed to make sure that our sound effects worked. Yeah. So starting off where we had left last session, it is early morning Sunday, I believe.
Yes.
Saturday was spent doing a lot of shopping and a lot of self-reflection and a lot of gaming. There was a lot of gaming done. When I was going through the notes, I was going through and I saw that you guys had both played Pro Hero. Do you guys remember who you played in Hero Fighters?
I played Edge Shot, I'm pretty sure.
Ichiro played Best Genist.
Yes.
And I just find the idea of you guys having like preferred play or like characters as opposed to like just cheese. Like you pick characters you enjoy.
I feel like Kosuke has to be a Hawks fan though.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, dude, Homura. Wait, has Homura
That's
revealed her huge like bias?
Towards what?
Is Homura here?
Yeah.
I was saying, has Homura revealed her huge bias in the hero community? Or is she kind of like keeping quiet about it? I can't remember.
No, she's a pretty loud Mirko fan.
Okay. So I was wondering, is Kosuke like seeing this just as wild as a Hawks fan, or is he trying to play it cool? A better question. I was asking if Kosuke is as wild a Hawks fan as Homura is a Mirko stan.
Probably.
That's fair. All right.
I don't know, but Kosuke's not the type of guy to like collect posters.
Yeah.
Of a person.
He's got like a trading card of Hawks in the back of his phone case. And,
Yeah,
and that's as
probably.
far as he goes. So starting off where we had left off, Sukara was sitting in the weight room and was interrupted in his early morning reps by Ichiro and Kosuke. He apologizes for using the space, and there was a midst of conversation before we had to stop. But I also wanted to make sure, because I fucking forgot Homura was just not a part of this. What is she doing whilst these boys are talking in the weight room?
Fuck, sorry. I like clicked every tab but this one.
I like don't even see her
I'll
on the
keep it
map.
real.
She's so far.
I'm not even sure. I just picture her like leaning against the lockers, like tapping her feet.
All right.
But I think she's gonna get bored within like 30 seconds and just walk over.
Fair enough. Ichiro, as you're kind of standing there, Sukara, whilst encouraged from interacting with you and like glad to see you, with a bit of like little red undertones beneath his cheeks, he begins to like shuffle toward the door as if he's like passing you, like moving out of the way to get out.
All right. I'm gonna step aside. I don't want to like. I'm not gonna hold him in here.
Yeah. As he reaches the doorway and passes you, you see he like embarrassingly like scratches the back of his head and he bows, and goes, I didn't really mean to take up y'all's time now. I'll get on. You can use this space.
Yeah, we're not gonna hog it. You don't have to leave.
Is this? And he like looks around the front entrance as if he's like trying to find. He goes, y'all don't have to sign up for this?
I don't think anyone cares about this room.
Really? That's shocking. And he explains a little bit. that the hero course students have to sign up for Quirk training rooms or Quirk training like facilities. And well, I'm kind of the, and he looks down a little bit. We're lower class, so we get last pick. I don't get much Quirk training in, and I don't think I will be for most of this semester, as it seems.
Lower class.
Yeah, class one.
Speak for yourself, man.
I'm no. And he like realizes the miscommunication. He goes, no. I meant class 1A and class 1B. They get, as you guessed it, Quirk training facilities with a little bit more. How'd I say? And he like searches for a moment. Preference? We in my class have to sign up after them, and you know, so many kids and so little classrooms, we kind of have to reserve like and he looks at his watch and goes, like midnight, and I gotta sleep, so I was just looking for any facilities outside that I could possibly use. But if y'all are training here and you're willing to let me, I'd really appreciate it.
Should always have a lifting partner.
As long as you don't try and trip me again or something.
Whatever.
All right. He looks more enthusiastic as you guys begin to like welcome in, and he goes, "Have y'all done much Quirk training?"
Not really.
He looks to Ichiro.
Quirk
He looks to
very
Kosuke, and then he like half looks at Homura, and then looks back at Kosuke, sensing like this cuttable tension in the air. And
Malice radiating off of her.
Yeah, like the literal like kanji for malice, like coming out from behind her with a red aura. And he invites the group inside and attempts to guide them in on how he does Quirk training. And says, "Now, I just trained down south, so I don't have many of the city people's idea of training, but I'm sure that these techniques will help regardless of, well, what you're choosing to work out." You guys can see from underneath his skin, a horn pops out in a very odd direction before an entire beetle begins to crawl from the underneath of his skin onto the top layer of his left arm. There is a Hercules beetle that's like crawled out and is now latched onto him like a watch. And he peels it off, not peels it off, but grabs it by the carapace and moves it to his shoulder as he guides you guys like to step inside. And he urges you guys to like take a spot if you'd like.
Sure.
Is anyone? How's everyone feel about watching this bug crawl out from underneath his skin?
Definitely a
Homura
little
wants
skeeved
to-
out.
What?
Homura wants to like hold it.
Kosuke?
Kosuke is a little grossed out by it, but he doesn't like say anything. He like
Yeah.
maybe makes a face.
Yeah. Like Ichiro and Kosuke, I'm assuming like have the shared look. But yeah, he holding this beetle. Oop. Sorry, I'm reading over something. Yeah, that's fine. He pulls out the beetle and goes, "All right, have I shown y'all my quirk before?"
Not completely, I don't think.
Oh. It like hits him and it more so dawns on him that he, even though he's known you for just a short amount of time, he hasn't really gotten to introduce himself. While you may know his name, you do not know who he is. And goes, "I guess this is best a time as any to really get to know each other. My name, Sukara Kamui. I'm from Gunma Prefecture. I live on a farm with my mom and my dad. We live out in kind of the boonies. And my quirk is Infiltration." And like holds out his hand in like a ta-da! And there's like a beetle in one hand that he had on his shoulder prior. And he's holding it out for the rest of you guys to see. Like he's like presenting this beetle to you.
I'll look a little closer. What kind of beetle is it?
It is a Hercules beetle. And
Wow.
yeah.
So you just make bugs?
No. You see, this is Hark, and he like uses both hands now to like gesture to the giant beetle, to give like a good idea of the size. It is about like palm sized, or a little bit bigger than his hand. I'll share it in the Discord for those worried, or not worried, but quizzical. My Quirk Infestation allows me to have bugs enter my body, and I can replicate said parts onto my body. And he, like, knowing that this might be, since it's usually I'm trying to describe this in a better way. He has introduced himself and his quirk multiple times, and most times he figures people don't usually take to watching this. I'm moving Kosuke in. But now I want you all to prepare yourselves for this one. This is not something that most people walk away from without having some kind of reaction. So I'm just asking y'all to brace yourselves, alright?
Whoa. Sure, but what's going on?
He
Braced.
he unbuttons his shirt, takes off his tie, and hangs it up nearby on a hook, and goes, I was planning on practicing some exercises, and feel free to look away if this gets a little too graphic. He then takes off his button-up shirt and reveals that he has a somewhat chiseled figure. He is still very small, but while he's not necessarily spindly, he has some meat on him. The definition of his muscles is better than you'd expect most kids to have at his age. He turns around, and he places the bug onto his shoulder. The bug begins to crawl down onto his back, and that's when you see one of the horns pull up a piece of skin. Now, there's no blood, and you don't see any organ or muscle tissue, but the bug kind of pulls open his back like a pocket, and begins to crawl inside.
Oh my god.
So, yeah, I want to say,
Whoa.
if you... first, let me hear reactions, and I'll determine whether or not your character deserves or constitutes, like, a roll. But what is everyone's initial reactions to this?
Like, deadpan shocked.
Kosuke?
Yeah, just like a car wreck. Like you
Okay.
can't look away from it.
Homura?
Like
She's just kind of like, huh,
Mm.
okay. Kind of jealous. of
Concerning.
Quirk, actually.
That's fair. That's honestly very fair. Kosuke, you have that, like, I'm assuming the morbid look, where it's not gonna, like, make you puke, but you definitely have, like, the Animal Crossing, don't, like, the lines down your face.
yeah.
Ichiro, can you give me a fortitude check? This is definitely, like, you've seen many a things go down on a farm, from people getting, you know, damaged from farming equipment to animal goring from foxes and other things, but this is a whole different cake in and of itself. What do we got?
Alright, so, he breaks out of his shock and is, like, completely unfazed. This is nothing that he can't handle anymore.
Okay.
Like 19.
Yeah, if this had been a different situation, when he was younger, maybe he would have gotten a little, like, almost like sickness, but regardless, he's an adult man now. He's grown.
He's gotta suck it up.
He's got to suck it up. So once the beetle has entered his body, Sukara begins to, like, flex his muscles, and after a few seconds, you can see a black and yellow carapace forming around his back, and it kind of grabs onto the sides of his body. It doesn't travel all the way to his stomach, but from that, his back expands, and you can see that there is a shell over him. And I believe we actually have photos of... Oh, no, we don't have photos of the carapace of this, but after it forms, it kind of hangs off him like a backpack. He's not wincing, but he's, like, clearly not, like, enjoying this feeling. It's kind of like if you were forced to stress your back for, like, more than a few minutes, where he's clearly, like, getting not too exhausted, but it's as if you're running. You're not going to hold that stride forever, but you're definitely not falling to pieces the first 3 seconds. After that, he goes, y'all got any questions?
No, you can relax, man.
Okay. Here comes my first practice. Or his first rep, really. All of a sudden, both sides of his carapace expand. Ooh, hold on. I'd like to get reference, for, like, how his body, or I guess, like, rhinoceros beetles and Hercules beetles. So, this would be, okay. In anatomical wording, his body right now, this would be the... Ooh, and it doesn't tell me anything. Cool, cool, cool. I am just looking for the word for these, where is it? These are his elytron. His wing casing opens up, and the wing itself expands to a, like, good 3-4 feet off his body, which is, like, nearly the size of him. After
Ichiro sees this and is like incredibly excited.
Okay. Amazing.
Kosuke also starts to think that this is cool now.
Uh,
Homura
now
has
that it-
been fucking excited from the get-go, but she's too jealous enough to like emote about it.
fair enough. He begins, like, bringing his arms closer to his chest, and you can see that there's, like, a visible amount of energy going into this, and then they start beginning to flap or to flutter, and kind of like watching a tank take off, his body lifts up at an odd angle and begins to, like, sway left and right. He gets 3 to 4 feet off the ground, holding his hands out, kind of like he's stabilizing himself. And then all of a sudden he goes, and exhales an amount of air that you didn't think his tiny body could handle. And then all of a sudden he falls back, his elytrum close, and his casing shuts. With that, you can see there's, like, a select few visible beads of sweat that roll down his face. He falls forward just a little bit, lurching a little, and the casing begins to, like, suck back into his back, forming what now is, again, his spine, and the beetle crawls out. His back is, like, at an almost, like, flat angle, and the beetle's just kind of standing there like it's confused. It turns left, like, whole body left, and then it's turning its whole body right. And in the midst of his coughing and wheezing for a sec, he's like, "Gimme, a second. Ooh, I'm not." And catches himself covering his mouth. He puts a hand onto his back. The beetle climbs onto it, and he leans over to, like, Homura, who is the closest to him, and he goes, "Can you take him for a second?" And tries to, like, shove the beetle into her jacket pocket.
She grabs him gently and cradles him with
Okay.
her hands.
He sits down and goes, "Yeah, no. Quirk training ain't... Oh, give me a sec. Quirk training ain't a walk in the park, if that wasn't obvious. There's gonna be a lot of times where you think, I'm not gonna get very far with this, but actually, a few months ago I tried that, and I threw up. I couldn't even get off the ground." And then he goes, "I actually," and he leans over to grab a bucket and puts his face in it. He doesn't do anything. He's just kind of breathing into it for a sec. And goes, Kosuke, you got... What is your quirk?"
Well. Whoa. Okay.
Yeah,
I am accidentally messing things up.
that's okay.
I'm just, like, opening tabs.
It's okay. What, is he gonna activate his quirk or no?
Yeah. He can be like, let me show you.
Alright.
And he flicks it on and holds a little bit of fire in his hand and holds it towards him.
Alright. He backs up for a sec, as you can see the, like, droplets of sweat on him begin to, like... You know when you freeze a bubble and you can see the ice start to form on the outside of it? As you hold it closer, he backs up and goes, "Okay, I got it. So, that's cold." And he takes his towel that he's brought and towels himself down, putting it over his shoulders before he sneezes for a moment and goes, "So what can you do with it?"
I can freeze things.
Yeah, that's definitely nice. Can
well,
you?
You gotta understand. I just got this quirk like a couple days ago.
Yeah, it's been happening around this school. Heard people getting quirks left and right. Actually, a boy in 1A that I heard simply. Well, no, I guess I shouldn't really be talking about this. It's really just rumors. But no, y'all have clearly gotten some kind of blessing. But have you tried much else with it? Other than, well, freezing.
Not that much.
Well, you think you... And he puts a finger up to his, like, lip for a second as if he's thinking. And goes, well, sure, you can freeze things. But maybe... Can you move with it? Where can you make the fire?
I haven't explored that.
Hmm.
So he, he gathers it in his hand at first, where he's like, most comfortable making it at this point.
To describe how this is like a muscle feeling, Kosuke flexes his arms, and you know when you flex your fingers inward, and you can feel each individual like piece of skin touching the bone in your fingers. Kosuke gets like the feeling of flexing his arm that dissipates after the fire forms there. So it's kind of like if you flexed for a second and that was the notifying feature in your body that brought the fire to your hand. And as he sees this, Sukara stands up and traces, not like with his finger, but with his eyes along your arms and goes, "Can you do it in your foot?"
I've never tried that. I can certainly...
Now, I know this might be a sensitive topic, but I'm going to need you to remove your shoes.
Oh my.
He goes, "I promise, I'm not going to take your shoes. Hand on my heart, hope to die."
Your pockets, yeah.
You like make him, you make him back up.
Yeah, but yeah, no, he takes off his socks and shoes, puts them next to the wall, and gets ready. And he tries to...
Sukara takes this moment to like make Ichiro and Homura back up to where he is.
Sorry. Yep.
Just in case. Now we have this as a safety protocol, or what they taught us when we were using Quirk training rooms, but I mean, this ain't a Quirk training room, and we're not necessarily being overseen, so let's take our own precautions.
Yeah, I'm gonna be as careful as I can. Let's go. And he's gonna try and, he's gonna shut his eyes to concentrate, and he's gonna try and, like, slightly lift up one of his legs and get a fire started under his right leg.
Under his foot?
Yeah, like
Okay.
in the base, on the
Yeah.
sole
On the
of his
ball.
foot.
Yeah, sole and ball of his foot. Okay. Give me a control check.
Okay. Oh wow. I just like never took my paper out.
That's fair.
All right. Control. Yes. Damn. 12.
Damn. Okay. Kosuke stands alone in the center of his area. With the lifting of his foot and the concentration, the fire in his hands kind of dissipates, and there's a tss as a white, almost like snowy like air flushes out above him. Or what would be the word? Is like put out. It's suffocated. And suddenly there is like the fire that still ruptures around his face is a silent burning one. It does eventually have crackle if there is something placed in it, but that begins to lower, and you guys can see that there's like a more defined look of this face fire. But it doesn't hold well, and it doesn't keep structure for very long. And then, almost like his bones are glowing, you can see blue traveling from underneath his jacket into his legs, and there is a as a almost directed flame shoots out from his foot in a cone shape. It goes for a second and then sputters out, and you can see below Kosuke that the ground is frozen, or at least like heavy chill, kind of like like a grass and dew that has frozen onto the grass in early winter mornings. Sakara immediately begins to be like, "Oh, whoa, Kosuke, you saw that, right?"
Yeah, I saw it.
I think your eyes were closed, but yeah, sure. I guess you might have seen it.
I felt it.
You
I
felt
think.
it. There was just the tiniest bit of generated lift underneath him, as if like you had taken a what are those guns where you pump them up and then it's like those old Nerf guns where you pump it up and then fire one big blast. The fire gathered in his leg and then all but immediately was dispersed after the flame had sputtered out. You were kind of knocked to the right a little bit, or to your left, after the sputter, and with that, I can offer you your discovery.
Discovery.
I have to actually I have to take off a piece of this because a lot of these evolve over precision control, so I'll drop this in Alex stuff. You've acquired a new quirk ability.
Ooh, I see.
You can rename these. Obviously, this goes for everyone. You can rename it, but if you like them, you can keep them. And goes, all right, well, let's not get too out of hand with you, Kosuke. You've clearly got some things you got to practice all on your own, but how about Ichiro? Why don't we come give you a little once over?
Me?
Yeah.
All right.
He
Sure.
he pulls Kosuke closer. Kosuke, you have your shoes off. You're just leaving them there?
Hey, do you want your shoes back, man?
Yeah, I'll grab them.
All right. Kosuke, you go down and grab your shoes, and you can give me a strength check.
Okay.
Sakara begins, like, snickering to himself. Like, you know when you really shouldn't laugh at something, and you're biting your whole mouth in order to stop yourself? That's the face that he is giving off at the moment.
Yeah, I got a 5.
Okay. There is a solid moment of pause as you pull them up. You grab them by the backs and try and pull them, and your fingers slip out, and you're thinking, well, whatever. I think I just might have, like, missed. You go back down and grab them, and you feel... And there is a small gunk of spiderweb holding the balls of them down to the floor. And after you peel it off, it's not that hard to remove. But you look back, and Sakara's like... and he just begins laughing, like, from the gut. He doesn't, like, bring any tears laughing, but he, like, looks to Ichiro.
Ichiro's laughing. He can't help it. I'm sorry.
Homura, is she find that at all funny?
Yeah, she's laughing. She's doing a little smirk, like it's kind of.
Like a scoff.
Yeah.
All right. Is Kosuke deactivating his quirk?
Yeah. He's turned it off.
Okay.
As soon as he was done.
All right. Yeah, he like laughs for a moment. Ichiro is like moved up, but Kosuke, you're able to pull them off with little to no effort. It wasn't like harsh. He looks to you and goes, I'm sorry. The spider web will, it'll come off. I promise. It washes away pretty easy.
Good to hear.
And he goes, okay. Ichiro, you stand up, and he goes, now, Ichiro, what is it you're trying to practice?
Well, I don't know. These horns have to do something. They can't just sit there.
Pretty sure that's what horns do, buddy.
Are you serious?
Well, he, like,
distraught.
he immediately begins, like, feeling awful about what he had said. He goes, no, that's just normal horns. I'm just saying, if you do have something, we gotta find out by testing it, buddy.
You mean it?
Sure do. Hand him a heart.
Thanks, pal.
He instructs Ichiro to go over to, like, the main area where Kosuke was, and obviously to avoid the little patch of ice. And he goes, so what's your main strength right now?
My strength.
That was a dumb question. I'm feeling it now. All right. Well, how strong are you?
Kind of strong, I guess.
All right. So if we tested it, how far you think you'd get?
How far?
How much weight can we put on before you crumple like a newborn calf?
Well, we can try.
Sure can. All right. So we're gonna do a little bit of strength training / testing.
Wow.
So Ichiro, since this is, you actually do have a hard limit on your strength immediate succession, that you have. So we're gonna test to see the upper limit and see what you can do with that.
Okay.
So we are going to say, so Ichiro, how much do you weigh?
I think I have this written down. Maybe I didn't.
Huh?
I'm not sure.
All right. That's all right. Oh, wow. Okay.
I know he's big.
All right. So let's first start off with the basics. And he begins to, like, give you the bar. He throws the first weights on, which are 100 pounds total. And he asks Kosuke and Homura to help him get this on. The weight continues to be piled on well into the 700 pounds. With this, Kosuke and Homura can see the struggle. And Ichiro, as you're holding these up, you're thinking to yourself, like, gosh, this is like 6 hay bales. Like, this is too much. But not, like, at your limit yet. Your limit comes when you get to around 1,000 pounds. Once the 1,000 pounds hits, that's when you start feeling like your legs are kind of starting to buckle. There is another 100 pounds put on, and that is when it's like deep breaths, steady focus, and the last 100 pounds is put on. So you get to 1,200 pounds. And I'm going to need you to make a strength check, unless you want to use your one for the day and succeed.
No. I want to see how much he can handle.
All right. You now know that anything under 1,200 pounds is your immediate succession ability, if you want to make note. So Ichiro can lift anything under 1,200 pounds, which is a lot of things, without struggle for one action. And if you want to, like, more specify, less, like, add for your ability, you can. But what you've realized is that Ichiro can lift the same as a bull. So bulls can usually lift around half their weight, and bulls weigh 2,400 pounds. So your max weight is 1,200.
Okay. Cool.
As you're doing this, Sukara is just, like, watching in awe. Looking up at you with, like, stars in his eyes. And he's like, how much could y'all lift before your quirk? God damn.
Like 2, 3 maybe?
Pounds?
Bales.
Bales! He immediately hits the, like, God damn! And he looks over at Homura and Kosuke and he goes, like, he doesn't even say anything. He just looks at you guys, like, because you are his friends. And kind of gives you, like, is this kid serious?
Yeah, dude's always been strong.
How long have y'all known each other?
Couple months.
That's fair. He just kind of puts it together that you guys aren't necessarily, like, a friend group born before this whole semester. And goes, how do y'all know each other?
Wait, I thought we were friends before school.
You were. He's saying summer.
Ichiro interjects. They knew each other. I'm new.
And he then turns to Kosuke and Homura and goes, so y'all knew each other before him?
Yep. Middle school.
And
Same town.
And he looks at Kosuke and then at Homura with this like smirk and he goes, y'all knew each other or knew each other? Knew each other. And he gives like an eyebrow wiggle to Kosuke.
What's that supposed to mean?
He immediately begins sweating as she asks him this question. He's got like the closed eyes smile and goes, I'm and he stands and goes, you know, like buddies, like family, you know, and wraps his arm around Kosuke's shoulder and he goes, like me and Kosuke are buddies and you guys are best buds.
Yeah, we are.
He like the sweating continues. He can like feel the daggers. And he goes, well, you know what? It's getting pretty late in the day. This has been a fun time, but you know what? Me and Herc gotta get going. And he walks over to Homura, and like in the blink of an eye, the beetle is gone. He opens it, like he throws out his arm in an almost like a pathway, from where it is on Homura, and it climbs onto him and digs underneath his wrist, climbing into his arm. And with that, he walks to the door, stops, bows, and says, now, maybe this can't be an everyday thing, but I really do appreciate this. This was probably the most fun I've had training with my quirk since I got to UA. Maybe we can do this again.
Sure, anytime.
He looks to both Kosuke and Ichiro, and like, he moves his head to Homura's direction. You can hear the like, and goes, yeah, I mean, you're welcome too if you want to come, but I got class coming up tomorrow. I didn't study for. I gotta go. And just like, after looking at Homura, like, here we go. I actually have a literal sound that he makes when he leaves, which is but no, he takes his leave and I accidentally zoomed out and heads out of the gym. You guys are left to your early morning workouts.
First thing, Ichiro dumps the 1,200 pounds crushing him.
I like that your mic like literally died when that happened. Actually, hold on, I gotta. Here we go. So you guys can all give me something. Or, oh, I'm sorry, you can start building into a strength aptitude, if you'd like. You can't take a strength aptitude, but you can take a point into one, unless your power is 1, in which you will just attain that aptitude. So,
yes.
yeah, whatever you guys want to build into. What do you want to build?
I mean, my power is 1.
Oh, okay. What do you take an aptitude in? And I also, I can also, Alex, if you don't know what I mean, and if I'm not visualizing this correctly, hiccup stat in your power and then just put a dash next to it. That you don't have aptitude in, I should say.
Okay.
Uh, you have to have as many dashes as you do level in power in order to gain that aptitude. Off of a simple point.
Okay, so I have to practice like a certain skill 3 times if my power is 3. Okay, then I will punch a punching bag for the next hour to try and work on my combat.
Okay. Yeah, as forgotten as this is in UA, the punching bag that you set up actually does come with like a little UI that appears at the top of it. And it is a small figure of the punching bag with directed areas that you're supposed to hit. And for the entire time, Ichiro is just collectively keeping pace with this thing's requests. Kosuke, what are you going to study? Or I guess learn.
I'm going to put into athletics.
All right. Calisthenics, dude. They are a bitch and a half, but they get it done. So I guess it would. Is calisthenics running? What is calisthenics? That's not calisthenics. That's
Calisthenics is like muscle work.
Yeah.
You're thinking of cardio.
Cardio. Kosuke spends the entirety of the time running around the gym taking laps. He looks like Mob by the end of it, but
yeah.
You know what?
I like to imagine he's trying to spurt out a little bit of flame to try and give him a boost occasionally.
That is perfect. Homura, what are you taking your time to study?
I was thinking fortitude.
All right. That would be like a lot of core workout. And like basic like stretches. Get yourself more intact with your body. Make yourself more aware, and a little bit of meditation to round it off. She needs she needs the solitude for the moment. Spends it like in the little yoga room over to the left with the mirror. All right. The day carries on well into like 11:30 in the evening. Close to the evening, I should say. 11 in the morning. Not like 11 p.m. You guys didn't sit here the whole day working out. Oof. But
wait, so do we add like bonus points for those?
So if you have a level 1 in your power, you instantly gain aptitude with the thing that you just studied.
So what is aptitude?
You get +2.
Okay.
Yeah. For those at home, the way that our abilities work is that your stats are set from 1 to 6, and all of them have their derived stats, which give you a +2 if you are essentially proficient. We call it apt, or you have an aptitude for that skill. So because Homura has a power of 1, she is studying once with her fortitude, and she now gains a +2 to fortitude. If Homura were to gain aptitude in combat, strength, fortitude, intimidations, and athletics, she would remove all of her bonuses for that, and she would level up her stat from 1 to 2. So rather than rolling 1d6 next time she requires power, she would be rolling 2d6. And then the grind would continue.
Let's grind, gamers.
Dentist told me I grind in my sleep. He's a real one for that. I will move us, as you guys finish up your workouts, the cold showers, and the amazing equipment left in the gym is like just fantastic for taking care of yourself post-workout. You gather by the door after drying off. What's the move for today, boys and Homura?
Well, it's Sunday, right?
It is Sunday.
Yeah, so yeah, we can't drop off any of our things until tomorrow.
I mean, you can leave them at dorms. You would just have to...
Oh, that's true.
You'd talk to a few people and see where you could go. So what do you guys have deliverable?
Well, we still have to deliver the sticky hands, right? And the figure?
Yeah.
Yes.
So you gotta meet up with Foji and Moho. Who do you guys want to meet with first?
Yeah, I'm sure we can track down their rooms.
With ease. You guys return back to the classrooms.
Have Boji's number.
You do! That's right!
Oh yeah, we all do.
You
It's
did
right
it.
there in my. It's right there.
It's right there in your phone. I actually have a question before we get on calls, but aside from the Soft, Foji, Moho, Uwasa, those of who you have met with, whose numbers do you guys have? I know Ichiro has Sukara's. Did anyone bother to like get other numbers or anyone that they wanted to keep track of?
Kyo.
Who?
Kyo?
Oh,
I have Foji's, gossip guys and softs.
mm.
I don't remember who gossip guy was.
Also,
That's definitely Uwasa, because I also have him written down as Uwasa Gossip.
Okay.
his name is
okay.
his last
Yeah.
name is Goshipu, which just roughly translates to gossip. I also love that he said Kyo, and I realized I was like that you don't know Kyo-soma, from the hit show Fruits Basket, but you do know Q, which
Yeah.
I find it even funnier, the idea that Ichiro like met him and then just put his name wrong in the phone.
I have him written down as Kyo Weakling.
Oh my god. All right. A lot of you guys have
Yeah,
numbers.
That's actually, I really like that. That
Weakling.
Ichiro adds like a title to the end of everyone in his contact.
What is Kosuke and Homura's? Is it cool,
I didn't give them like context.
cool and possibly
Speedy.
speedy?
Sukara has nothing. He's gonna be Bugs.
I know Homura's got someone's number, and probably not like shareably. All right.
Yeah.
You guys, stepping out, going back toward the dorms. Pull out your phones. Who's the first call?
Should we call Foji and drop off the sticky hands?
Yeah. Sounds like a plan.
All right. You pick up the phone, start to dial, and there's like 3 or 4 rings before you can hear an audible click. And it takes him a while to answer the phone, which is kind of rude considering. But he answers and goes, "Yellow!"
Hey, Foji?
Foji speaking. And this is?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. No, you don't want to play this game with me. And then he goes, Ichiji.
Yeah.
Oh! Ichiji.
No.
No, what?
Ichiro.
You're kidding!
We have your sticky hands.
You. And you can hear him like, ah! He goes, "I'll meet you right outside the front gates. Meet me. I'm sprinting." And then he hangs up the phone.
Oh, I guess we gotta go to the front gates, guys.
Alright.
Without really much of like even like a quarter-mile walk, you guys take like 2 minutes to walk to the front gates before you see a dust cloud appear. In front of it, somebody full tilt sprinting. Foji, eyeing Ichiro first, considering his sheer fucking size, tackles Ichiro. And by tackles, I mean he jumps onto him, but it doesn't knock Ichiro down. He goes, "You are a lifesaver!" Where is it? Where is it? And he begins like climbing around Ichiro, like looking for it.
I just pull the bucket from behind my back.
Yes! Yes! He like immediately begins unwrapping them all, and like the plastic paper goes everywhere to the winds. It's scattered.
Oh.
As soon as he's got all of them unwrapped in his hands, he goes, "Oh, you guys are the best." Eats all of them.
Oh.
Bro, what?
He's like chewing them like a jawbreaker from Ed, Edd n Eddy. And then you hear the large like ball slides down his throat. And there's a pause. As he just kind of like sits there for a moment. He looks at you guys like not concerned at all.
Does he notice our like?
Do you? Well, yeah. Let's see. What are?
faces?
Yeah. What is the expressions to
Yeah,
this?
well, we all have like jaws to the floor, gaping maws.
He's like not concerned with that at all. He grabbing like his jacket, he unbuttons the top three, and all of a sudden you can see this mold for a outline, and it begins to form and push out of his skin. It's kind of like you know in SpongeBob when he's coming through the like metal and you can see the outline of SpongeBob through the metal.
Yeah.
There is an outline of like a gauntlet coming out of his skin, and then all of a sudden it pops out almost like a balloon. And there is a like viscous green gauntlet. And he like is like, oh, this is perfect. This is exact. Oh my gosh, you guys, you have saved me so much money on a rush commission. And goes, I don't even know how to thank you guys. You know what? The guy actually paid me in advance, and he gave me a tip for having it done so early. I was gonna give it back to him if I didn't get it to him today, but you know what? You guys deserve it. And he hands you $30 to spread amongst the three of you. Are any questions? Like,
Yeah.
What's up,
What
bud?
did you just do?
I'm pretty sure I used my quirk, bud. Isn't it pretty obvious?
No.
He, like, startled, like, steps back, and he goes, "What do you mean, no?"
You just ate a bunch of plastic.
Yeah, I loved it. It tasted great, by the way. Top quality, top shelf.
What did it taste like?
Plastic. No, he jokingly is like strawberries? What do you think plastic tastes like? At the very least, this didn't taste as bad as some did. And I gotta give it to you guys. Thank you guys for not unwrapping it. Really does save me on a whole lot of possible bile later. Yeah, no, my quirk, I absorb material and I'm able to recreate diagrams that I've pre-drawn out with my body. That's why they call me Forger instead of Foji. I be forging stuff. You know?
And you can forge with any material?
You know, if you ask me to make you a poison gauntlet, I'm gonna ask that you step off. But yeah,
Well,
like most malleable liquids, malleable solids and like forgeable liquids, I can't really take things up above 300 degrees, but yeah, almost anything. And he goes, look, and he gets into a fighting stance with the gauntlet on his right arm. He punches, and there is like an extended fist that comes off of him that stretches like a sticky hand. It comes back to him, and obviously his hand like jolts back. And he goes, yeah, this should even work with grappling. And he takes out his phone and goes, hold on. Puts it down on the bench, walks back like 5 feet, and then he punches again. This time the fist extends, sticks onto the phone, and it retracts the phone with his fist.
That is so cool.
Yeah, this is just one of the rush commissions that I'm getting this week. I've had 3 other people come to me talking about how they need materials and how they need this, well, not all of its weapons, but some armor. Yeah, this is kind of my job around here. I don't work for support. I'm in the general course as well, but, you know, they've almost had me switch in general course. I've taught in a few subclasses, but I'm not really looking for this to be my job forever, you know?
Yeah, no, sure.
But yeah, guys, you saved me so much. If you need anything, next time you want something, half off. And
That sounds good to me.
with that, if you want, write that down. He's not going to remember that. And you can tell by the vacant look in his eye as he admires his work. With that, he waves you guys off with a sticky hand that waves, like, way too far for his hand waving. Like it's, like, sloshing around on his fist. He takes a plastic bag and unwraps it reverse into itself and takes off, like, on a casual stroll back to the dorms.
Oh, he's gone.
He gives you the sign as he's leaving with the, call me if you need anything. What you think?
What a weird guy.
I have a feeling you could make us some cool things, though.
All right. What's the plan?
Drop off the figure.
Drop off the figure? All right. Who's calling? What's the plan?
And who is this?
This is Moho. He is the guy that sells support equipment.
Yeah, we don't have his number.
I honestly don't remember whose number I have. I might have his number.
That's fair. I can say simply because Homura's interest and their shared mutual love for Veggie Basket, they definitely exchanged numbers to some degree. And if she couldn't find his number there, she definitely finds his line number in like a line, or not line, I guess line, but like line group chat, for like the Veggie Basket movie premiere and other things.
Yeah.
Quickly, she is able to call him up or text him, whatever she's more comfortable with.
Text, I'd say.
Mm.
What's his name again?
Moho.
Yeah, we might have to ask someone.
That's fair.
Where he is.
You can also call other dealers. And
Yeah, I was gonna say, I want to call Uwase.
Uwase, yeah, you ring him up. It dials once, or it rings once after the dial, and you hear, "Hello."
Hey, buddy.
Hey.
Kosuke.
Kosuke. I knew that. What's up, man?
I just didn't know if you knew where Moho's room was.
Oh, yeah, Moho is in the support building, but if you want to find him, best bet would be second year support class. You just call me to ask for his number? Or where he is?
Yeah, I mean, I asked where he was. I mean,
sorry, I
know.
meant to say where he was, but did you have any update on my request?
What was his request?
Okay, well, wait. Does anyone remember what his request was?
Wait.
Like,
No.
I'm assuming Kosuke is like, yeah, bud, your request, and he like open eye all the way looks at the other two.
I have something written down about heteromorph scale cream.
That was not it.
Okay, then I don't know.
Can you guys give me? So, do you want to try and get it out of him, or do you want to try and remember?
Remember.
Give me if you want to remember, give me general education. If you want to try and get it out of him, give me deception.
I rolled a 1 for general education to try and remember.
You're pretty sure that he wanted you to like bring him ice cream.
Guys, I think he wanted us to bring him ice cream.
I just got a 6 for general ed.
He wanted information.
I got a 5.
He wanted information? It was about something relative to his job.
He wanted news on somebody.
The person at the front desk.
No, you're so close. You guys can feel you're all collectively getting really close to the answer.
Was it he wanted information on like
He wanted information from
Siren Head.
Oh,
yes!
From Soph.
It hits you all at once. He wanted information from Soph about where is he? From Musen. Or about Musen, the other information dealer in the school.
Yeah, we totally forgot about that.
You did actually get the information.
Then we dealt with him.
Oh, yeah, I remember this. He can't turn his quirk off.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
So
Good
and
job,
that
'cause I
and
didn't remember that at all.
you guys remember that he had said, Uwase is interested in bringing him down, and he learns that Musen has been listening to radios for police scanners, which is illegal with your quirk. And you deliver that news to him with quick succession, and he is just like, Oh, fantastic. You guys are the fucking best. Did you still want the info I had offered?
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Kind of can't deliver it to you over the phone. If you want it, I'll just come by your dorm. That's cool. Where do you guys live? Do you guys not know
We
where you
don't
live?
know.
You guys live in the general course's first year dorm.
Cool.
Do you want to tell them that?
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys, where you guys heading first?
Well, it sounds like he's coming here.
Yeah, I guess we can just go up to our dorm and wait.
All right. Yeah, like you've forgotten Moho.
Well,
You can go after.
damn. Yeah, whatever.
You guys
He's already on his way.
Yeah. You guys tell him be right there, and you head straight up to your dorm. Not 3 or 4 minutes pass past getting inside the doorway and sitting on your couch when you hear a knock. He steps inside, and there is a quick look around that he does. He kind of looks as he's clearly looking for a listening device when he realizes, damn, you guys don't have shit in here.
We know.
Thanks.
Sorry, I didn't mean for that to be fucked. This place is your dorm is. Anyway,
We know it's shitty.
well, as long as you guys know. Whether or not that was Kosuke instinctively saying that because of his quirk or because of Uwasa's forced admission quirk, or he just felt like he needed to get it out there, I find very fun. Otherwise, sits you guys down and goes, so I know that you guys are kind of a villain wrangling group around campus, yeah?
I don't know if I'd say that.
Well, you might not say it, but the whole grade is talking about it. Well, guys,
Everyone?
well, people I talk to. That just might be gossipers, but who knows? Alright. Well, here's the thing. I'm gonna tell you everything I know about this, so don't ask me other questions. I will simply not fucking answer them. You guys were at that library thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to lie, or hide it, or be embarrassed. It was kind of all over the school. Well, look, he looked into, he begins to explain that he looked actually more into the situation. Because certain people on campus used to go to that library whenever they wanted to escape campus, they actually took notice of a lot of different odd happenings that were going around downtown. A lot of weird things such as, listen guys, I have a dealer down there. Let me rephrase. I know a dealer down there. He used to have a bunch of guys who'd run for him, usually get picked up every couple months off of some opposed viewpoint from a dude who bought from them. People would get locked up. It's the usual. That's just how this place works. But as of recent, none of the police have been even looking at my guys. I normally would be thankful of this if downtown had not been so heavily patrolled earlier. I actually had a guy tell me he was let go, which really weird. The weirdest part being, and I don't know if you guys know anything about this, but listen, this hangs between the three of us. And he looks at Homura. He goes, sorry, 4 of us. I would not go downtown if you have a problem. That downtown hospital is bad news. From what I understand, one of my buddies got a little too feisty with a patron at a bar. Pretty messed up. People usually use their quirks when they're drunk. Just sometimes it goes a little worse than you'd expect. Anyway, one of my buddies got really messed up by a patron. Yet they wouldn't take him to the hospital. At least not the one nearby. They ended up going right near outside of the city to get him some help. And I just find that really weird, you know? Like, how are you going to have so much traffic going around and then nothing? And then keep it to one of the safest places in the downtown area. Regardless, and he puts his hand up. From here on, that's all I know. Don't involve me. Talk to me about this further. I got nothing else I can offer. Other than, if you're going downtown, make sure you don't get hurt. And with that, steps outside. Waves you guys. Thanks you once again for the information, and the door shuts. And it finally feels like tensions drop.
Okay, well that was really weird. What do you guys think?
Sure.
Yeah, no, that was really weird.
That was a
But
lot.
I am interested in that hospital.
You want to go down there?
Well, I mean, we don't necessarily need to, I don't know, go in right away.
Yeah, I don't think we need to rush that. We're getting watched right now.
That's right.
If you were to go, it definitely wouldn't be during the day.
Yeah.
What's
And if
the...
we get caught sneaking out.
It's even worse.
Yeah. I forgot about that stipulation.
Mm. What's the vibe in the room?
Probably a little down.
Little anxious.
Kosuke's like, but don't you think someone should do something?
Maybe we should tell heroes.
Kosuke, and before, they're after Homura, but Kosuke, as soon as you say someone should do something about this, you can feel like a warm sensation pound on the inside of your chest just for a second, and it reverberates through your body, and soon just dissipates.
And I've got a good feeling about it.
Do you guys want to get some drop-offs done?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we should finish.
Oh,
up.
I should have. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I keep forgetting whenever you finish. So I was gonna save this for when you had finished all of the quests, but when you deliver the news to Uwasa, you guys can add a point into one of your social skills.
Oh,
And if you have one in social, you can give it aptitude.
One in social?
Or combo. Or cooperation. Cooperativeness.
Okay.
Your blue skills. As they would be on your old sheet.
We can do what?
Give or for you would be giving a point into one of your skills. Like with Kosuke, and cooperativeness is the same for Ichiro and strength or power. So if you have a 3 in cooperativeness, right? Or 2?
I have a 1.
Oh, okay. So you'd gain aptitude in whatever you put the point in. If you had a 2 or
Oh,
a
okay.
3, you would scratch a point next to it, and then level it up once it reaches the same number as your stat level.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So I'll raise something.
All right. What do you guys get?
Sorry, what?
What did you put your skills into?
I put persuasion.
All right.
I put one in charisma.
I put one for combo.
Sick. All right. Perfect. You guys heading to the support room?
Yes.
Yes. All right. Is everyone going? I'm assuming everyone's going.
Yeah.
Yeah, the group piles out, and you guys travel throughout the somewhat populated halls. Sunday and Saturdays are the days where kids just relax here. So there's a bunch of kids just hanging out in the hallways. You can see Musen as you pass him. In the background through the window, you can see a police siren going off and a police car driving, and Musen stops whatever conversation he's doing, and holds his head, or covers his ears, holding his head. And then he clearly like leans into his conversation to whisper something. You guys continue on throughout the halls, and make your way all the way across the building to the general.
Am I delivering the figure right now?
Yeah.
All right. She's holding it out in front of her, like walking really slowly, like it's a funeral.
Kosuke and Ichiro, you guys walk ahead a few feet, and you turn back to see Homura mourningly carrying this thing.
She really loves that thing, doesn't she?
Well, I heard sometimes if you love something, you have to let it go.
Homura hears this. What's her reaction?
But I'm not gonna get it back.
All right.
I mean, resellers on the internet, right?
I answered a questionnaire for this. I earned it.
I knew it. It was fake.
I earned it.
All right. You guys make it all the way to the support room, and you can hear, as you step in, the second-year support room is filled with clamoring clangs. A bunch of different kids are working on the first semester projects that they have to get started on, and that is when you guys can see in the far back corner is a familiar face, Moho, who is working on some different pieces, and all around his workstation on shelves that he has put up are figurines. These are figures ranging from old collector's figures to new articulate figures. There is a Gogu figure with like the full bright pink. I literally can't even make a joke about Super Saiyan. Like I can't think of anything. It's just like a Super Saiyan pose of powering up.
I'm Gogu.
Gogu. As you guys walk over, Moho turns around after putting down like a soldering iron and goes, "Oh yeah! Let's go!" And he jumps around a little bit. He opens the figure like in Homura's hands and pulls it out, and there's like a momentary and that is when I have to actually pull up the description for his quirk. So Homura, you see him pull this out, right? What's her what's her look like?
Little tears in her eyes.
He goes, "Awesome." And then you see him, it's almost like a physical copy paste. He pulls the figure out of the figure. And there is a 1-to-1 scale copy of this full figure. And his top hand goes through it like a hologram, and he puts it up onto the shelf. And goes, "You guys, lifesavers, thank you so much." And then he sits back down before starting to scramble looking for something. Homura, you still have the figure in your hands.
What was that? She just
Do you guys want to give me a quirk education?
blank-faced.
Yeah, quirk education to see if you can guess his quirk. If not, ask him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's first?
I got a 6.
Okay. You can see that there's actually something under his hand as he's putting it down that looks like a white plate. You can tell that this is part of his quirk as it's exhibiting supernatural powers.
I got an 11.
You can tell that he took a physical copy that is not like... I say physical in the sense that he can move the figure in real space, but he cannot move it. It is not a physical thing. It is a hard-light construct of his quirk. As he like puts it down on the shelf above him, he searches in a drawer next to him and goes, "Oh, I owe you guys this." And he pulls out a bag, and it is a $20 gift bag from his support market.
Well, what's inside?
You open it up to see a discarded support item and a quirk almanac. The Quirk Almanac is a book, a pocket-sized tiny book, with the outline of All Might on the front, and it contains all pro hero quirks in a tiny manifest, and it gives a +2 to Quirk education when it is equipped. So that is when it is in your hand, when it is in your right or left hand equipped. The second
Who wants to take it?
Well, I want to hear the other item.
The secondary item is a support item. The support item being, first things first, you take it out, and it is a pen. The pen looks rather normal. When he turns over and he goes, "Oh, no, not in here, not in here, not in here, not in here." With it, you see that when you uncap the back of the pen and pull it, it like extends into a very large, like, bright LED light.
Is this a
flashlight?
baton?
What? Wait, hold on. Ichiro, then Kosuke.
Is this a flashlight?
Yeah. He goes,
Is this a stun baton?
"You're both half correct. Don't look at it ever. But if you're ever trying to get away from someone, it's got 3 charges on it." He goes on to explain that when pulling the cap off, a small, like, 2-inch light or like LED strip pops out with one side face, and pressing down on the clicking tab of the pen makes a flashbang-esque light that stuns all targets in the coned area. There is no
That's
limit to
pretty
the
nice.
coned area so long as you are inside. Yeah, this. So it's called the flash pen. And
Self-explanatory.
Self-explanatory. It has 3 uses. After the 3 uses, it cannot be charged. It basically uses up the entirety of its internal battery. It's actually still a pen, so win-win.
Odd.
But after that, he like waves you guys off. Homura is still holding the figure.
She's walking away with it.
She's not even hesitating.
Yeah.
All right. You guys step out. As you're walking through the support class, you hear a thundering boom from the class above you, and the sound of like several windows and doors opening. But that's just it.
What was that?
Plastic support students.
The other students in the room all stop what they're doing to look up, and then like seconds later continue as if nothing happened.
They seem so unfazed.
Yup.
All right. Dorm room, or where you headed? It is around the midday.
Yeah, we don't have anything left to drop off, I don't think.
I do not believe
She's
so.
gonna go put her figure in her room.
All right. If you want to put the figure in your room, I'll also give you a bonus charisma of +1.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
So long as that is one of the accessory items in your room.
Mhm.
All right. Moving forward.
Wait, what was this figure of again? It was of
Yoru.
Toru.
Yeah. Yoru. With like a rice ball. And a cat.
Yoru.
Yeah. We can't use the names.
I know, but Yoru.
Yeah. It's a little too close to Spy Family too.
Yeah.
We just make mixes of shows. Spy X Basket. Fruit Family.
Fruit family.
All right. If you guys want, you can wait it out, or you can spend the day doing anything else. What's the vibe?
So I'm assuming we split the money we got equally, like 10, 10, 10.
I would hope
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
All right.
Can I eat my pizza leftovers?
Absolutely. I think you guys ate some of that for breakfast, but you still have some left. It's not like you ate a whole like pizza by
Definitely
yourself.
consuming leftovers as well.
Actually, Ichiro doesn't have. Wait, someone didn't have leftovers. Someone ate their whole. I think it was Ichiro ate his whole fucking pizza.
That's not surprising.
I'm pretty sure you did it as like a competition too with Homura.
I just want some leftovers.
Do you take some?
Homer did not finish.
Does Ichiro try and take any of Kosuke or Homura? Kosuke, definitely not Kosuke's. Because I'm pretty sure Kosuke got like pineapple.
I did.
No, he's just gonna starve because he doesn't want to bother them.
You guys begin like eating your leftover lunch, and you see him sitting in the corner, and that's when you guys hear.
Is somebody hungry?
No.
Come on, man. You're not a samurai. You don't gotta pretend.
You
A
just
little.
do you try and feed him a pineapple pizza?
Yeah, come on. Try it again. You'll love it. I swear. Maybe you've grown up enough.
It's the Sonic hot dog meme.
Out of desperation, he's gonna try and take a bite.
Give me a
Yes.
fortitude check.
13.
You stomach it this time, but simply because you're so fucking hungry. You consume it, and like 2 bites, the pizza's gone. You're not full, but like you're not hungry anymore. You could continue
Thank
to
you.
you could continue to eat, but it's all up to whether or not he could chooses to.
If he's okay.
All right.
Dude, you know we have a cafeteria, right?
Oh yeah.
Do you guys want to go to the cafeteria? You think you're set?
I'm
Well.
set with my food.
Mm-hmm.
Let's try and be a bit more productive with our time.
All right. What's the plan? Is there the air of like we're gonna do this, or is it everyone kind of in and out of the plan tonight?
Well,
Actually,
let's talk about it.
yeah, I want to hear it.
Guys,
What's
do we want to go check out the hospital tonight? And I mean tonight. I'm thinking like 12 o'clock.
After hours?
Oh.
I mean, we can, but shouldn't we prepare somehow?
Well, yeah, of course. I was thinking, well, I don't know. I think you two need some sort of face wear. I kind of got something built in, but
I can't fit a hat over these.
Oh my god. I just imagine like him trying.
What?
Yeah,
don't know.
what would he wear? What is Ichiro's idea of what he would wear?
Well, assuming we have to like sneak in,
Mhm.
maybe a ski mask with extra holes.
Yeah, you just cut him in there.
Holes for his massive horns.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I wonder who this is.
damn, yeah, you're right.
Like, doesn't matter if he has a mask on.
Yeah, you gotta, yeah, so we actually have to get him a mask that's, like, wide enough to cover his horns.
It's
Got it.
Like
outline for
like a
him.
mascot head.
If I paint my horns, nobody can recognize me.
Ooh, I think I've seen people do that, where they just draw on their face with Sharpie to make a mask.
Does it work? People have done it?
Yeah,
No.
they got arrested, so I think it worked.
You give him like fake facial hair, and like give him more horns.
More horns.
No horns.
I don't
So
know.
what are we gonna do if we get caught? Have you
Well,
thought about that?
well, in that situation, I think we get screwed.
Yeah.
So we just have to avoid getting caught.
Exactly, my friend.
That's what we've said every single time, and we've gotten caught.
Yeah.
But that was then, and this is now.
I mean, like, yeah, check it out. We both got quirks now. We can handle this.
Deadpan face.
Yeah, like,
What he means to say is that we're all capable now.
Deadpan face.
do you want the stun pen?
I mean, not really. I have a taser.
No mouth emoji.
I do not see.
Well, what do we need to get into a hospital? All right.
An injury?
Says the guy who just got out of the hospital.
I mean at night.
Well, I don't know. Apparently this hospital's shady, right? So I'm assuming that it doesn't even function like a hospital. Well, I mean that's why we're checking it out, right? That's why I said we don't necessarily need to go inside tonight, but
I guess we can
I
scope
would
it out.
at least look inside a window or two.
Okay, I'm sold.
I guess I have no choice.
All right. Kosuke, you love checking this Twitter thing I just sent you. Anyway, there is a good considerable amount of time going into this discussion. As time passes and stomachs growl, the conversation discusses the plan for tonight. And as you guys decisively plan your night out, the night descends and dusk falls upon the city. With streetlights coming on, hours, minutes, seconds left until it's complete curfew time. You guys sit in your dorm, ready.
I just want to say that if we get caught and/or expelled, I told you all. I said it.
All
I
right.
promise it's not gonna happen.
Okay.
We'll be totally okay.
You guys, first off, everyone, what is it? What is it?
Homer's like the only one who fucking knows, sort of.
Yeah. Homura also has like the ultimate backup plan.
Yeah,
So
I guess.
so my question is, what is the time in which you all decide is raid time? Or I guess like invasion time.
When the sun sets.
That's so early.
Yeah, that's too early.
She
The
shoots that down
sunset's
immediately.
really dark, and it's really dark out.
Midnight, dude. We could just go at midnight.
Yeah, sorry.
I'm sorry. All right. You will disable or remove existing comment data. If this is your current map, you'll need to reopen it. Yeah. Okay. I am placing a cover on this, or just don't look at Owlbear for a sec. I don't want to spoil you guys, but so you guys decide 12. 11:59 ends, and it strikes midnight. All three of you guys unlock your doors and step out at the exact same time. Describe what you are all wearing for this predicament.
All black.
Yeah.
Like out of the norm from her usual style.
Mm-hmm.
Ichiro is wearing like the darkest clothes he has, so like green pants and a navy blue shirt.
Fair enough.
Kosuke is like also in all black, but he's got like black pants, black boots, black shirt, black jacket.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got like a little bandana on, just if as a secondary.
A little
mask.
bandana.
Great guys. We look really not suspicious.
Like, yeah, we totally don't look like we're about to rob someplace.
Hmm.
Yeah, no, it'll be okay.
All right. goodness gracious. Sorry, I am just making sure that this is all perfect underneath everything that you guys may or may not be able to see. Just in case you decide to go to places that, like, I shouldn't let you, but you have the opportunity to. Let's see.
Homura's got Tomer on speed dial. She's ready.
What would
We
they?
have to call him.
I guess their ship name literally couldn't change either of their names.
Homie
It's just
Tony.
fucking Homura.
Homie Tomy. Yeah. Wait, Thomura. Oh my god. Sorry. I'm looking up something else that is gonna come up later that you guys are gonna lose your minds over, but you're not actually gonna lose your minds. But after you guys are good to go, what is the move? What is your plan? How are you escaping?
Is there anybody like actively watching us?
No. There is just like campus police that is guarding the area. Nowhere else. Like it's all outside, obviously. As you roam through the halls, there's the occasional like cleaner. Are you heading out through the main entrance? Are you trying to sneak out off through the gates? Like what's the vibe? What's the move, I should say?
I don't think we should do main entrance.
Yeah, I'd say like a side entrance at least.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe not actually like sneaking like over something, but at least just not taking the main path.
Mm-hmm. There's several different paths from like where you stand that lead out to like walks or to parks, and with that you're just like, we'll follow here, make sure that we're not necessarily like kept an eye on. Give me stealth. Did I write it as stealth? What is it? Yeah, it's stealth. Everybody, you guys find the far forest exit into a park off of one of the sides from UA, and there is like a patrolling officer who seems to be a bit tired. He's sitting down on a bench, but he is just occasionally looking around, making sure that A, nobody's watching him to make sure that he's slacking off, and B, that there's no kids out past curfew. He checks his phone every once in a while, but you can tell that there's not as much careful attention put into his job.
I say we sneak by this guy.
I got 5.
Me too.
5,
6.
6,
8.
8. Kosuke is the first to go. As he moves past the singular walkway of paved brick and lamp, he moves out of the way of the road, gets onto the grass, and walks behind the guard, slipping in a kind of like U shape around him to get to the black gate that sits at the end. He reaches the end, grabs hold of it, hides behind the gate, and waves the rest of you. Homura and Ichiro, what'd you guys get?
6.
5?
5.
Okay. Ichiro is the second to go. He is very much so not as cautious with his movements. He gets halfway, a little bit closer, less of a U and more of like a small curve, and there is a tree nearby that he passes over his horn, knocking loose a branch that makes no sound, and it falls just nearby. He looks down at it and then just continues to move on. And as soon as
He shits his pants.
there is that momentary frozen blood feeling.
He stops like a deer in headlights.
The officer looks left to right, but does not look behind him and finds nothing. Homura begins her track, or I guess like movement, and it is, with what she has seen, not as scared. So she gives her casual stroll following Ichiro, who is probably like tiptoeing. And she looks at Ichiro as they're both like waving her over frantically. She gives like a gah, and then steps right onto the branch as it cracks. The guy, or the police officer, immediately turns around and is unable to see Homura. If this were to be like an exact shot in a movie, it would be a turn around to reveal that she is like perfectly hiding behind the tree, with arms outstretched like a branch. He gives a glazed over once look, and then he turns back around and she jolts, making it to the end and connecting with the rest of the boys. You guys have made it off campus. You are taking the train?
Yeah, I guess we have no reason not to.
All
Like,
right.
we can, now that we're off campus, we can kind of move around safely, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Are you guys stopping anywhere first? Or are you heading straight there?
I want to stop by Burger Kurg. I
Okay.
didn't get to eat that much.
Okay. Let's see.
Fair enough, buddy.
How's he asking? He's just like Burger Kirk.
Hey, do you guys mind if we get off at the stop coming up?
Well, I wasn't planning on getting off at all, but we can get some food.
Thanks.
Where did this special little place go?
Special little place.
Here it is. This would be a good place. Wait,
Oh wow, yeah.
I actually need to make sure that this isn't used for anything else. I have a lot of like restaurants, like stops and food places. I just need to make sure that they aren't reused in fear of. Oh boy. Yeah, this is a good place. Let me throw you guys down here so we can get some action in here. I guess. No, oh my God, wrong way. There we go. Wait. And then. Oh, that's wrong session. That is Demon Slayer. Here we go. As you guys step in, there is a few patrons enjoying their late night meals amongst the less than like obvious crowd moving about, like on the streets. You step inside to a warm welcome from the hostess, and she tells you guys you can sit anywhere.
Will do.
Where
Let's
you guys?
take the far booth.
Facts.
Facts. All right.
Yeah, I want to claim like the huge one for ourselves.
Fair enough.
See, I like these doors. They're big enough for me.
All right. My hero map. It is fast seating. I'm moving Homura. Oh, she moved. You guys deserve some, let's say late night fast food ambiance. If this is real, I'll shit myself. Midnight diner.
Oh.
You guys step in and without a doubt, like the easiest seating you've ever had in your life. There is a man like loudly talking over the phone about business, but a woman carrying what appears to be like a small child runs over to you guys. And you guys give me perception checks real quick. I actually need to make sure of something.
3.
3.
11.
Okay, Kosuke.
One sec.
Okay.
All right. I got a 5 for perception.
She comes up and goes, "Hi, how are you guys doing?" And as she looks over to you guys, you see her eyes kind of like widen a little bit. And she recognizes you guys, kind of waiting to see if you recognize her first. She goes, first things first, she rubs her eyes, and goes, "You kids, are you kids UA students?"
Yes.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Anyway, do you what can I get you guys?
Well, I would like. I need a menu.
Okay.
Do none of us recognize her?
Uh,
Should we?
Homura, you get a flash of not like a face, but her face like almost like makes you crinkle your nose forward because you're like, I know this woman. I've seen this woman before. I cannot tell
Homura's
where.
nose crunkles.
Oh God. She hands Ichiro a menu, and
Thank
it
you.
displays like everything on the menu in Burger Kurg.
All right. Can I get the king burger?
Can
Does it still come with the crown?
Yeah. Do you want the crown?
Yes, please. Thank you.
Oh, okay. It makes her like giggle a little. But she looks to the two of you, Kosuke and Homura, and is like, "Do you you guys, you guys want anything?"
Medium chocolate forsty.
Forsty. I like that. I like that. Forsty was the only word you could move. It's not even the same fucking restaurant.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right. Fuck.
No, you're
I
fine.
don't
Kosuke.
He's just like, could I just get like a soda?
Yeah, what kind?
Uh,
You gotta say it like that one meme.
banter.
Banter. She nods. She takes your guys' orders down and carries herself over to the kitchen, where she clearly begins to like work on all three of these things at once. She obviously finishes Kosuke's rather early, and runs it over to him to drink, while the milkshake slash frosty thing, and
Forsty.
the forsty and the king burger get done. As she finishes up, she carries over the forsty and this little meal, along with a cardboard crown that has 2 holes cut in it on the sides.
A crown built for a king.
A crown fit for a king. After that, she like gently bows her head, which is a little weird. And then she gives you guys the bill, and there is like nothing on it. It's completely free. It just says 3 waters.
I don't think this is right.
As she walks away, she waves at you guys, and it kind of hits you, all at once as she smiles that this is the woman like from the arcade.
We saved.
Oh.
Yeah.
Pog.
Pog.
Very
American
nice.
lady.
You can see past her along the wall near the like cooking utensils is a little picture of a baby.
Wait, just a picture of the baby?
Yeah.
Did
I
he
mean, like,
die?
no. She just doesn't have him with him. She's at work.
Oh.
No. The baby didn't die or anything. I believe she was pregnant when she was saved by you guys. Was she not?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. She gave birth.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
She looks.
Wow.
She's not
you
doing any
lost a lot of
better.
weight,
Yeah.
man.
The miracle of birth. Wow.
She's not doing any better. She's just like not pregnant.
Is she still being hunted?
That is completely unknown. Whether or not,
Honestly,
yeah.
Can we
think
talk?
we
No,
should-
wait. Should we not
we should
like
ask
talk
her.
to her?
I mean, she's
What?
at work, and you guys gotta go. Not like
I
you
guess
have
we
to,
gotta go.
but I mean, like, if you really want to sit here for a few minutes and chat her up, she will not stop you.
I mean,
but
she's one of the only like people in the like just like one of the real world people we know that like I don't know. I feel like we
Is
should keep in
also-
contact.
Yeah, like is also aware of the goo, and like, yeah, I don't know.
Well,
Yeah.
for any note, now you can lay out on your notes that she works here, if you ever want to come back.
Does she have a name?
You never asked.
I'm gonna ask.
All right. How are you just getting up and going to the counter?
No, like I mean, as we walk like out, I'll say something.
Mm-hmm. All right. You guys finishing up though?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm well fed, refueled, and ready to game on.
All right. As you guys you pass by, or as you guys walk out, I should say, you pass by the main counter, and you can see that her name tag has the word Rifto, Riffuto.
Okay, don't even need to ask.
She gives you guys like a wave again, with like an even brighter smile and like a bow as you step out.
I'll wave back. And make like a little bit of a weird face at the bow.
Cringe. All right. And with that, you're back on the streets.
Let's go.
Fueled up. Let's look in some windows.
Oh, there we go. I gotta wham. All right, I just had to clear up the stream so they don't see anything. You guys run over to the nearby station, hopping on with your student passes, or if you'd like, paying with cash, whatever you guys are more comfortable with.
Student pass, probably.
Okay.
Wait, isn't that gonna notify that we were out though?
Is that what student passes do? I thought they were just like a prepaid card kind of thing.
I don't know. That just sounds like technology.
I'm gonna pay with card. I mean, yeah, card, just in case.
You
Yeah.
have you have.
Cash.
I was gonna
Around
say
this.
everyone's paying with cash.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. Just to
Alright.
be safe.
$2. You guys buy your tickets, swipe on, get in. The train goes for not that long. I'm trying to get
Thank God.
ooh. Yeah, trying to get where the
Yo,
fuck
why did we do this tonight? We have school tomorrow.
You've got a really good point.
It's Sunday night. God damn.
I
just
love
said,
your guys'
we're
timing.
just checking it out. We're not doing anything.
We're still out at midnight.
Yeah. I've stayed up past midnight before.
I've
What?
never stayed up this late before, guys. I didn't want to bring it up, but now it seems a little scary.
Hey, what's Ichiro when we do these things? Look at him.
It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Just because the sun is gone doesn't mean that it disappeared.
It's gonna come back?
Yes, it comes back every day.
Okay, okay.
You guys are like, hey, big guy, the sun's getting real low.
Oh, bring it back up.
The train comes to a stop, and you are met with the familiar downtown, and you step off. It takes you little more than a few minutes to get down the street, and that is when you see from across the street that there is the hospital. It stands in all its glory, with cop cars parked nearly outside, but most of it covered in policemen. You can see into the large first floor windows, and there are a few officers, some of them patrolling, some of them standing still.
Why are there so many coppers?
That's what I was thinking.
Wham!
Do you think they've already got it covered?
Wham! Wham!
Yeah, I mean, I usually trust the police on these kinds of things.
I don't know. This just feels weird.
Are you guys just standing outside of it, or are you looking into a window?
I want to look into the closest window to me.
Okay, moving on over to here then.
Yeah.
Perfect. Kosuke. Give me a perception check.
Okie doke. Perception is in. I got a 3.
All right.
Oh wait, 5, because I forgot I have a +2.
Okay. You watch around the area surrounding the main entrance, I guess more so like the center of the hospital, and it seems pretty calm. The guy who's watching there's no one at the desk. The policeman is like laying back in the chair, and you think everything's pretty fine. That is until down the hall where the two other policemen are stationed. You can see somebody stepping out of an elevator in a panicked state. And then they are immediately pushed back into the elevator, and the cop stands still as though nothing has happened.
Pushed back into the elevator by who?
The cop.
Oh, and then he just goes back into position?
As if nothing happened.
Okay. Yeah, I whip back from the window, and I turn back to Ichiro and Homura, and I'm like, these are some weird cops.
Yeah. But we can't fight them. They're still cops, right?
Yeah, I think that's the problem. Do you think maybe somehow that goo got to them too?
Did they look gooey?
Not particularly at a first glance.
It's hard to say.
We have to examine their goo. It's the only way.
The only way.
Maybe we can try and get the goo out of one of them?
Well, we aren't certain about the goo yet. Let's just chill on the goo talk.
It's enough goo talk about other people. We don't want anyone's goo.
But I want to also check out, like, the window that Homer's next to. Unless, like, she wants to do that.
Yeah, can I peek in there?
Yeah, so there are drawn shades, but they are the kind of shades where it's single panels of rectangles hanging from the ceiling, and they kind of shift and sway if there's any kind of motion or breeze. Do you want to look in and try and give me a perception check and
Yes.
look in?
I got a 10 for perception.
10? All right.
Yeah.
All right, sorry. I am trying my
I'd just be looking.
I have to erase this small block. You look inside, and there is a man not moving, down on what looks kind of like a dentist chair. The only key difference is that the dentist chair has arm restraints.
Not good. I'm gonna relay that back to the team.
Whoa. I don't think I've ever seen a hospital with arms restraints before.
No.
Ichiro,
Some back in
so
Denma.
I actually have. Whoa. I have a question for all of you. What are you focused on in this very moment?
The arm restraint guy?
Is Ichiro also looking into the window?
Yeah, he's like perched over Homer's shoulder.
Yeah, I'm also there.
All right. As this is happening, you guys can hear a whoop whoop, whoop whoop, and with that,
Bug.
3 armed policemen stand behind you guys.
Oh my fucking god.
Shit!
They all have their weapons drawn.
Whoa.
None of them are saying anything. Can you guys give me all perception checks?
4.
6.
10 again.
Homura, the anxiety truly hits you as you glaze over the rest of this area and realize that there's no nearby cars. The armed men have like a scrangly little section of their eyes that is like black. Almost like the rim of their eyes is black. Not a sclera, but just the near edges.
Oh no.
None of them say anything, and then all of them at once speak in unison, come with us. They begin guiding you guys into the hospital.
Oh.
We'll be okay.
And you guys, I'm going to move you as a collective because it's just easier. And with that, I'm gonna put the cops in position. They are walking with you.
Damn.
They have all lowered their guns, but they continue to follow you at a distance.
Are we under arrest?
They say nothing.
Can you read me my Miranda rights?
One of them turns to you and goes, "Shut up!
I don't think that's right.
I have rights!"
Fuck.
Yeah, I really don't think these cops are normal.
These are special cops. Murder cops.
Well, that's not very nice.
You guys get to the edge of this area, and the rest of them kind of push you over. They instruct you to enter this hospital at once. They return, and the cops in the surrounding area all crowd around you to ensure that you follow orders. You guys can move yourselves now. What is this immediate feeling you guys have got?
Gut-wrenching fear.
Yeah,
Good. Perfect.
pure terror.
Yeah, Homer wants to cry.
All right, let's get it moving. You hear just reverberations of, "Keep it moving. Get inside. Shut up."
Like even.
Wait,
we're not
which
saying
door?
anything.
Which door?
Yeah. This door.
Oh god.
Those are windows.
Who put me in the bush?
Kosuke in the bush. Oh my god. I forgot I have Nightbot off, so sometimes we have people in our chat.
Hey, we're not ill. We don't need a checkup or anything.
I'm sorry.
Actually, I feel great. I think we should leave.
Yeah, I don't know if
Yo.
I think we need to be in a hospital.
We weren't trying to go to the hospital. We don't need a doctor.
We were actually walking by the hospital, as a matter of fact. Walking by it.
Do any
Not
of these
into-
policemen look not completely out of it?
No.
Beautiful.
There are the dude in the hall down here is kind of looking over at you guys, very confused. But you are guided over to the hospital elevator. If there were ever a time to feel grim or deathly, this is it. If you guys are pushed to what you feel is an irreversibly dangerous situation, what is all of your guys' first reactions?
Fight?
Do you want to fight?
Well, no.
Mhm.
I mean, I'm.
Will you
my
follow
first-
or will you fight or flee?
Oh.
If there
I mean-
were an opportunity to call for help, would now be it.
I'm not gonna say that you will never be able to call for help. I'm just saying that's an option. That's also one of the fourth optional things.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like if we were gonna fight, we would need to do it where we could take people on in smaller groups
Yeah.
because we're gonna get swarmed.
That's fair.
So, okay, so what if I roll to try and act like I have to use the bathroom and then call for help in the bathroom?
Give me a deception.
Six.
All right. What does she say before? They bring you over to this elevator, and there's a pause as the two men begin discussing for a moment.
Wait,
Can I listen in on?
we were
what they're
trying to find a
discussing?
public bathroom. I really have to go now.
You're like, "I'm gonna shit my pants."
We could not find a public bathroom.
The two of them talk for a moment, and Kosuke, if you want, you can listen in with. Where is it? Stealth. As if
I'm about to pee my goddamn pants here.
Sorry, what?
You're gonna use your stealth.
Okay, stealth. That is doable. I got a 7.
All right. They're communicating for a few minutes in whisper, or a few seconds in whisper, and you can hear them discussing the words like boss and orders and protocol. One of them like sighs and goes, "All right, I'll give him a call. Just put him in one of these rooms." So they've decided for the moment you're gonna wait up here until further orders. The cop, like, understandably agitated, and by understandably I mean just like totally bullshit, decides, okay, I'm gonna bring you to a room. Stay there, and begins to guide you guys down the hall. You have really no idea where you're going. I'm gonna move you all at once because I'll just come back and get you in a sec. But he moves you over into this area after a few seconds of walking, and he directs Homura into this area, and you guys into here. So Ichiro, Kosuke, you guys get pushed into this like faculty break room-esque area. And Homura...
This seems a little bit better, if nothing else.
He looks at Homura as she like walks over to the women's bathroom, and he goes, 5 minutes. If you're not out by
Yes,
then,
sir.
I'm coming to get you. She goes in.
So I guess I didn't even need to do that. Could have just.
Well, no, there was open discussion because of this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The requirement, because he was like, I can't take them all and leave one up here. And then he was like, well, I can't take them all. What's the protocol here? And Kosuke could hear him talking about how, like, the boss wants them all. If you can't have all of them, don't bring half of them down. There was a few different other descriptors he couldn't hear in, like, commands, but he knew that without one, you can't take them all.
Sure.
All right. Homura, step into the bathroom.
Gonna like casually sit in a stall, whip out her phone, be like, I can't believe I'm fucking doing this. But
yeah.
Can
she
I
kind of
look
knew
out-
she would have to.
Can I look out the window, above that sink, just see what's going on?
Yeah, absolutely. Give me a perception check. Homura, you get on the phone and you immediately hear a familiar voice.
Oh, I was thinking text.
Oh, you're gonna text? Okay. No, that's fine. What do
I
you?
was thinking
What's the
to be
message?
quiet,
What's the message you send?
like my location, and then like no idea what the fuck's going on. Brainwashed cops took us into the hospital.
Seconds pass before you get. There is actually several texts that come in, all from different numbers. You see, can't come right now. You two take care of it. I'm with KG. Followed with, are you serious? In all caps, and okay with like 7 Y's and a heart from 2 different numbers. And like spam texts following of one of the numbers being like really upset, and then like not that mad, and then really upset, and then he's like, I'll
Yes.
go. A few like minutes pass in the bathroom before you hear a knock at the door. And before I keep going, Kosuke, what are you looking at?
I am looking at like the square. Just like I want to see what the 4 cops out there are doing.
What's your perception?
Oh
Alright,
yeah.
Well, let me say, what you can see first is all 4 cops are sitting on the benches, Some of them appear to be talking to one another. Others are kind of just like occasionally looking around as if they're like expecting to see something. But
Okay,
not a lot of action.
Yeah, I got a 7 for perception.
The cop closest to you keeps. Actually, yeah, the cop closest to you keeps looking around. There's like rustling that clearly keeps getting him off guard, and then all of a sudden the guard on the top right disappears into the bushes.
Whoa.
Following
Hey,
that,
Ichiro, did you see that?
No, what?
knocks the sink out.
Yeah. Through the wall.
Homer.
One of the guards just disappeared to the bushes. Like they got.
By what?
I don't know. I didn't see it.
Another guard disappears. All of a sudden, there is indistinct radio chatter from the one closest to it, and then, like you guys can hear the of a walkie-talkie like broadcasting, and then it immediately disappears. And the last guard attempts to run inside. From what you can see, he makes it past the bench, and then you never hear the door open. Yeah, Homura, you hear a knock at the door, and then, all right, 5 minutes up.
All right, I'm done.
Step out.
Flush the toilet.
Do you wash your hands?
I mean, she didn't actually use the bathroom, but she'll
No.
turn on the sink faucet to make it sound like she washed her hands.
All right. She steps outside, and he looks down. He goes, your hands are dry. You seriously didn't wash your fucking hands? That's disgusting. God. Fucking kids. And then he guides you over to this room. To which he goes, all right, boys, we're going down. And he urges
we are.
he urges the two of you to step out.
Oh, well, 1 second. Can I, like, look in this fridge behind us?
Yeah, absolutely.
I roll to open it.
You don't even have to roll to open it. I'd say roll a d20, and I'll give you a little bit of luck.
5.
There's like a
That's
half-eaten
lucky.
sandwich.
I'm not taking that. And he just closes it and walks out.
All right. Homura, your phone begins beeping like crazy.
Whoop.
The man,
She's like, oh fuck.
the guy, in like the cop next to you begins to be like, "What's going on?" And he starts like reaching towards you.
I don't know.
Do you?
Swat his hand away?
Yeah. Do you
Can I,
swat?
like, intervene?
Do you swat his hand away?
Yeah.
All right. He grabs at your hand, and he rips it like toward him. Your flip phone falls to the ground. And it begins to like roll around on the ground, beeping. Kosuke, Ichiro, you both notice that this is not Homura's phone.
What the hell?
Is there really any shock?
Yes?
Yeah, I mean.
No, I'm saying, like, are you guys shocked by this? Like, what's the reaction?
I mean, I'm not thinking I would audibly say, like, hey, that's not your phone, but...
You know, he definitely think it's like
Odd.
weird, but he more focused on immediately fixing the situation. So
Yeah.
like, Kosuke's first thing I think is gonna be grabbing onto his arm that's grabbing Homura.
Okay. There is a brief pause before the cop goes, "Get off me!" And then there is a resounding crash of glass reverberating through the entirety of the hall or hospital. All of a sudden, men in black suits begin crashing through glass and like charging into the halls of this hospital. With like all of them with like a like hup 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 hup. The guards are overwhelmed, to say the least. And first things first. Where we go. Homura, you. As soon as they come into the hallway with you in it. Hold on, actually, I feel like this deserves some level of key change of the music. I'm sorry. Just some straight up sure. Homura, you hear, yeah, as this army of men in the same exact suit attack the policemen. They begin bum rushing your guys' group. These actually, I'm just gonna There we go. There we go. There we go. It's all over as 30 of them crowd into your small hallway. And in a quick pause, first off, the policeman that grabbed Kosuke is ripped into this pile of men that just start beating him. One jumps out and introduces himself, and he goes, "Lady Yoshino!" And gets down on one knee, holding her hand and caressing it gently, he's a prince meeting a princess. And he goes, "We've come to save you!" And looks around, he goes, "Oh shit! I forgot her!" Yeah, it's just panic among panic. And with this, you can see a young girl crowding through the entirety of the hospital. She's pushing through them, and then all of a sudden, the men part for her as she gets closer. I have to move them all individually, so forgive me.
Homura's brain is as I pictured that was what she was sort of hearing as she saw all these Twices crashing through.
Yeah.
Sparkles in her eyes.
Yeah, this girl jumps in from the crowd and goes, "Hi!" Before she skips merrily, she stops in front of Kosuke and Ichiro, looks at both of them, and kind of grins with a toothy smile. I'm gonna turn this down. This is very loud. Grins at everyone with a toothy smile before pushing both of them out of the way and running over to Homura. She grabs hold of her neck with both her arms and swings around her for a moment. And greets herself. They introduce themselves as Twice and Toga. They introduce Twice's army, or at least the few army. It's not as plentiful. I use all of these as kind of a, I want to say hyperbole? No. There's not actually 70. There's more so 12 or 13. But the sheer volume of them in this hallway have overcrowded. Toga says that Tomura had asked that they come. They saw your message, and they were asking what the plan is, because to their knowledge, you're just attacking a hospital.
Fuck. We're trying to get out of the hospital.
You're trying to get out? Oh, that's no fun. And Twice goes, "What, are you fully healed? They're not letting you leave?"
Yeah, they dragged us in here to begin with.
It seems like they got some funky stuff going down on the basement.
Oh, I hate funky stuff. How funky we
So
talking?
do we.
Patients going cuckoo bananas.
Oh, it's the worst kind of cuckoo.
Wait, what about the guy strapped up in that room?
Oh,
You strapped a guy up in a room?
Well, yes.
Toga's like, "Well, you're not just gonna leave him there. If I strap up guys, I usually play with them before I'm done."
She's got a point.
No, we definitely gotta get that guy out.
She goes, "I do have a point."
Yeah.
All right. So you guys want to get him out?
Yeah, let's rescue them.
All right. Twice clears a path of copies as you direct him to the room that you guys had lastly seen the other man in. And yeah, you guys can move. I'm not gonna stop you.
Can I
Uh,
roll to give Toga a toothy grin in return?
she just takes it. You do not have to roll for it.
Okay.
She like is like in love with you. She like won't let you go. She lets you go, but occasionally she just like finds herself like hanging off of you or like going with you anywhere. She says that Tomura like told her about you, and she's really excited to see how you follow. And as they bust in, there's a dude asleep, like passed out on his hospital bed. And as you approach him, he's just like, "No more basement! No more basement, please!"
All right, we got to keep this guy away from basements. I'll carry him out of here.
All right. Yeah. Are you guys?
I mean, like, none of these cops were able to stop me from doing this at this point, right?
No, there's nobody in this hospital that's like physically capable of stopping you guys right now. Twice has this.
Guys out front.
Yeah, Twice has this. Wait, you say who?
There's those 3 cops out front.
Oh, I mean, yeah. That's not gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
if you mention that, Twice and Toga will like laugh.
Okay, maybe we shouldn't tell them then.
Twice goes, "All right, boss. What's the next move?" And looks at Homura.
We sneak out of here somehow.
You know, I was thinking, as long as we've got this army, we might as well do some good with it, right? Like, clear out
Dude.
that basement?
You are trying to get us expelled.
I am not. I'm trying to do good.
He's trying to
I want to be a hero.
We're not heroes yet.
The word hero like stops Twice and Toga in movement, and they both like look back at Kosuke with like a little bit of like confusion, and then they both look at each other. And Koga lets out like a slight giggle, and goes, "You guys want to be heroes?"
Yes.
She runs up on Homura and like grabs hold of her arm with both hands and is like, "You want to be a hero?" You can pause if you need to. But as soon as you guys begin to like pause and like take your moment, you can hear a bunch of the same voice being Twice and his copies, all yelling about an elevator over by the corner. And it's just like, "Yo, come check this out! Come check this out! Come check this out!" Oh my god.
Oh, let's go check it out.
Let's go check that out. I think we should do that.
No, totally.
All right. You guys heading over? Are you guys heading over to the elevator?
Yes.
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 Yeah, no, but after that small interaction, Kosuke is now immediately afraid of the army he was just confident that we had.
Twice and Toga arrive at the elevator, and the other Twices have begun explaining that there is actually a secret panel underneath the call elevator button. He swings it off of a hinge, and there is a like red button beneath the up and down, and goes, "Ooh, I want to press it. Can I press it? I want to press it so bad. You guys want to let me press it so bad? It's so red. It's so pressable."
What if it blows up the whole building?
No, go ahead, buddy.
He slams the button. All of a sudden, the elevator opens up, and you hear, "Site beta."
Oh, fuck.
You can hear now the distant whirring of a police helicopter as well as other police vehicles. Both of them go, "We'll take it from here. You guys just go."
Sure.
Who's hopping in the elevator?
I mean, I'm down.
Hop in.
Yeah, I
Ichiro, you gotta squeeze in.
Homura's gonna go in last, right before she's gonna go, shake their hands. Thank you guys. Tell Tomura I owe him one.
Toga stops you before you move past her. And after seeing that twice, also grabs you, but he doesn't know why he's grabbing you. He's just grabbing you. And she goes, "You'll give me an answer, right?"
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then I'll see you. And then she smiles with a toothy grin before, like, putting both fingers, pointer fingers, to the edges of the corners of her lips. And she, like, pushes you into the elevator. The doors shut, and the, like, whole elevator goes black. And I am going to say that's where we're going to cut it for here. And not that music. Yeah. Next week, we'll find out what's in that fucking basement. Thank you guys so much for coming.
I don't know.
Thank you guys so much for
Wasn't so
coming.
bad.
We have been My Hero Class 1C. I'm here with Alex,
Hello.
Alec,
Hey.
and Shay.
Hi.
This is Ichiro, Kosuke, and Homura, and I'm Grant, otherwise known as Sunlightyellow. Thank you guys so much for coming. We are Class 1C. We have below our VODs if you guys want to catch up and see what's going on. We have a Discord if you want to catch up and also maybe speak with Cast and see some exclusive art. We stream every Friday from 7 to 9. We went a little bit above and beyond this week because we were having fun. But nonetheless, we will see you guys not next week because next week is Easter break and we will be taking a holiday. We will be coming back the following Friday. And again, thank you guys so much for coming. This is our stream. And I hope you guys have a great night.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.